run their own lives. So if I'm such a terrible host, go host one.
Maybe we should have a TikTok media grievance TikTok.
No, I think it's beyond.
So when you go, do you happen what happened last night? They go, oh no, but you should go over there to that one they're talking about.
Listen, the only reason that I've only really been regularly active doing lives for the past 2.5 weeks. In that 2.5 weeks, as in doing my own lives and not being in a panel and hanging out with friends or in the science lives or whoever, when I have run lives, everything's gone pretty well. And it's just been very, very chill lives up until 2 days ago. 2.5 days ago. So we'll see.
Oh, things change.
And don't worry about it. This is TikTok.
Oh, I would worry about it.
People will always have opinions for whatever reason.
A lot of uneducated people tend to have the loudest opinions.
You know, you're not a bad host. Like, don't ever think that, because you're great. You know,
thank you.
That's what I think anyway. Like, you're not doing anything wrong or saying anything wrong, or you're chill. You're pretty cool.
Some people would disagree, but you know what? I'm not doing
This would be Vogue's Live taking place right now.
shit that happened a year
And since they don't want me over there,
About it. People will always
and they've spent the past
their
hour
opinions.
talking about me,
No doubt.
thought it might make sense for me to just go live. There we go. And we're back.
Yeah, of course.
I've never done half of the shit that people have done to me unless I'm in the mood to actually do it and just say, you know what, hop off the cross, Jesus needs the wood.
Yeah.
No, it starts off when
Claire, sleep is for the weak.
question. And then
Sleep is for the
it's
weak.
about to unleash.
I have learned, unfortunately, and it's a little frustrating, that timing on these kind of things is sort of important.
Bitches, grab your popcorn because it's about to get good.
Because
And so,
I don't
given
need receipts or screenshots. It's based off what other people have
given
said.
the
and then they backpedal
amount of
a little bit.
misinformation taking place over in
Who's
Vogue's
coming up?
Live,
Sid, Miss Cake.
I thought it'd be helpful to go live
Sid, do you know what we're talking
and
about?
counter the information. What have you done now, Irish?
Hold on.
I don't know. Tried to call some bad guys out, got some pushback from some other good bad guys, and then ultimately had a whole bunch of idiots try to defend them because they think they know better. Because, ego.
Hi, Sid. How you going? That's all right. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Claire.
So you're talking about the live that you hosted a few days ago, essentially, right?
A couple of days ago, yeah.
Yeah. So I popped over to Irish's. Do you know he's live streaming your live right now?
Oh, you're damn right.
Right now,
Hi, Vogue.
again, okay.
Yeah, he's doing that right now.
I don't think that's unfair if I'm being talked about and I'm not allowed on the panel. That I think it's fair.
But there's like...
Why would I bother when I'm having people telling lies about me? Why would I bother?
I've seen the screenshots of like people saying both.
Wow, that's an interesting take.
I said to everyone, I modded Irish. I tried to keep everything fair.
It almost seems like attitudes are
There's
changing.
a lot going on. A lot of it I did not know so much about. A lot of it I did. But, at the end of the day, I also said it doesn't matter. Like, if I end this live, it's going to look bad. If I keep it going...
Yes, Sticky Buns, what's up?
Away. So, you know what? Hi, everyone in Irish's live.
Hi, Vogue.
I'm literally just running my own little live over here. If people want to
Talking about me where slander has been said multiple times. Is that what you're talking about?
Because I've seen the screenshots of it.
So
Vote. Perhaps your reputation as a host is perhaps not as
I
important
haven't allowed
as
any
actual people
salacious
who are being
commentary
hurt.
about you or anybody else in the comments.
Really?
So,
Two of my doxers are in your live right now. That's weird.
so I have a question.
That's weird.
Just to understand the context a little bit further.
Two of your
Because,
of my like potential or
when I came into
attempted
the
doxers
live
anyway.
that you had previously hosted, it had already been going on for a bit. I don't know like exactly how long, but
Irish, can you go over there? Did they block
the
you?
time that like you had initially started that
I mean, I
live,
think
more
they
as
made
just, like,
clear
a
that they don't want me in there.
hangout thing.
I
So
did start to
kinda
watch the video
wanted
from
to
last night,
understand
and if it gets
what
worse, or from 2 nights ago. Oh, big tone change.
happens
Oh, big tone change, Skittles.
to become.
I may or may not have noticed that too.
if you weren't there, then
Little bit of a different situation now, right?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Apricot, they've been talking about me for the past half hour, and
If
I've
you know, you
been
know. If you don't, you know.
listening for the past hour.
Right. And on that note, Sid, I'm going to drop you just for a second.
That is the benefit of having people that seem to give a shit about you. Unless people alert me to this stuff because they just want drama, which I really hope is not what it is. I like to think it comes from a better place. Oh, lots of quiet over there. A lot of hush hush.
Yeah, like
I've been live about 10 minutes.
Such a shame that it had to come to this. Like, ever since like that Nixie thing happened, like people have
Continue,
just
Catwoman. I believe you were one of the people who was
it's just
talking a lot of shit about me.
the
Please.
Nixie thing, though, and I wish it would like if people want to.
I'm so sorry the Nixie thing has inconvenienced all of your
But the
lives.
Nixie thing was. There was nefarious shit going on there.
Yeah, no
there
kidding.
was some receipts shown, and a lot of people came out. A lot of women came out and said, "Hey, I thought I was the only one. Turns out not so many, not so much. Turns out many."
Yeah, sorry about that, Rochelle. And Rochelle, don't think I didn't see your comment in there, which honestly was very much appreciated. Honestly, this may be one of the times where us going over and countering their nonsense. I saw Fever over there as well.
I thought it was like 30 odd women. Like when I was involved.
Saw Fever, saw Rochelle.
I don't know.
Yeah, I love how primarily
if anyone else
Blitz's
is aware.
primary
I was
comments have
too,
been
but not to the extent
the Nixie
of
thing was
some
disappointing.
other people. But it's just really sad because
What's sad, Kat? I believe you said that I am someone who's a clout chaser and doing this for the wrong reasons. Was I wrong about that? I think that's what it
as
was.
usual, people were having fun. We were just, trolling flirts and,
Yeah, what the hell? Looney Tune was one of the primary liars over there. I don't know who the hell Looney Tunes is.
Sort of a pinpoint where everyone's just gone up and, it really has divided that community. And the shit that's happening at the moment between, certain people, I'm not going to mention any names, I'm aware that
That's the thing. I don't know half of these people. I know Hassan.
No, but who I'm talking about. He was.
Yeah, I know the main contenders.
Yeah.
I know what
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a shame that it has come to that because it really has divided a community. I suppose you could call it a community.
Oh, the community fallout.
It's like
That's so sad for the community, not for the people that Nixie harmed. Please, let's talk about how it's hurt the community.
Oh God,
Oh God, how incredibly disruptive to the community. I'm so sorry that Nixie, being a disgusting creep to a whole bunch of women, has disrupted your community.
Like none of this was going to happen, and look what's happening now.
Yeah, well, you did a whole live on me for an entire hour bashing me. Why are you surprised by this?
And they just keep adding the logs on the fire.
Oh, and don't worry, those are screenshots I'm taking.
So I don't know, people should just fucking chill, just grow, I don't know, grow the fuck up.
Someone just said,
move on.
Wait.
Just forget shit.
Did they just say my place sounds like an MRA space?
That, but if a lot of women have been hurt by
Oh, yeah.
bad guys, then
I know.
of course
Carlotta,
there's going to be
you're
backlash.
you're amazing.
But I understand what you're saying, like move on, blah.
Claire, right?
But the thing
Yeah.
is,
Claire,
the damage
you are responsible for disrupting their community. It's honestly disgusting how they center people who are actually hurt by these people and make it into, it's such a shame.
These things have happened.
Say it, Catwoman.
It really has divided.
Go for it,
that
Shuby.
little community. Like, it's a shame.
It's a shame.
That, you know, everyone's now.
It's a shame that a whole bunch of women being taken advantage of by a dude has disrupted your chance to talk to strangers online. I am so sorry.
To be honest with you, I think the only thing that Irish has really ever divulged, at least from what I've seen, have been Discord server messages that were,
And
I guess,
there were what? Finish that.
just nefarious,
Okay.
questionable behaviours, verbiage, things like that. I'm not so sure about.
Enoch, I'm not looking for drama. I'm going to drop you only because I don't want to be involved in the flat earth glober thing. Use whatever you want, but please don't involve me because it discredits.
Maybe I was watching.
Enoch, I hope you understand. You trying to come in here discredits what it is I'm trying to do because it makes it seem like it's flurfer. It makes it seem like it's flurfer madmen like me. And so respectfully, Enoch, I don't know you. I genuinely don't. But the more flurfers try to like make me someone that they're coming in here to support, the more it's going to look like I'm doing this for flurfers and you guys will have absolutely no credibility. Like I will have absolutely no credibility. Like, come on, like it's not helpful.
It's okay.
Yeah, unless it's agreed upon, like something that you guys want to put both, like, oh, that's funny, let's put it on the, not just I think that's funny or I think that's this, and the other person's like, what the hell are you doing? I didn't want that out there.
Yeah.
Hey, Darcy, check your Snap, babe.
Like, it's like,
Which comment, Sticky?
like people would share like DMs and
Wait.
this sort of
Oh.
shit. I mean, that's private conversation, right? Like, I don't get how people actually.
Oh no, we revealed private conversations to expose bad people. How dare us?
Conversation, and this could go on.
What
like,
sort of,
you know,
how immoral are us for using people's words
isn't that
to expose who they are? What a horrible
even
thing to
share
do.
that?
Absolutely crazy.
Well, I mean, if it's on a public forum, I guess, because, you know, screenshot availability is available to everyone. So, you know, screenshots happen all the time and things are shared, even off TikTok and stuff like that.
This
But
is live we're listening to.
what I worry about is when someone's sending a message, say a Discord message, and it's just one-on-one.
Oh,
or,
Blitz just said, Vogue, the DMs Irish has spread are not on a public forum.
you,
They are now.
a lot of that can be read out of context, even with humor and tone or whatever. No, and I'm not saying that the messages were humorous in any way, but what I'm saying is between other people, if something is shared, people don't always get the tone of that, I don't know, friendship.
All right, is
relationship
tone,
that
sir,
those
is
two people have.
Vogue now casting aspersions on the evidence? Like,
Can be misread.
seriously? You guys have not even bothered to look at the evidence a single day.
If someone
You guys have
was to
not
read
peeked
a
at the
message
evidence.
that I sent to, I don't know, Darcy, they might think, Vogue's being kind of a bitch to Darcy. But Darcy and I are bitches to each other all the time. Do you know what I mean? We get that it's funny. But if someone else was to read that without context,
Yeah, correct.
or has a certain tone in their
that's a
own
screenshot.
head about how that verbiage or that whatever words were used,
That's a screenshot.
they're going to sit there and go, oh my God, they're really
That's
going
a
at it.
screenshot.
We're really not. We're having fun. Do you know what I mean?
Because here's the thing. I don't mind people questioning me. I don't mind people asking questions about what I'm doing. I don't mind people poking holes in the actual evidence. What I don't like
Look, I
is a
always
live being
find it
held
funny
where
to
I have been absolutely not treated equally and not being able to give an equal voice to respond to it. I feel like that is grossly unfair and a waste of everyone's time, in my opinion.
But bitch, don't you fucking mention my name, honey.
Right, Wayne? Wayne, it would be disingenuous for me to go after Vogue for that, so I won't. If other people's do, then they're more than welcome to,
That's
but
exactly my point.
it's disingenuous.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's kind of weird how...
Just said something. Well, I don't know. See, this is the stuff. I don't know.
It's kind of weird how their tone has totally changed.
That we've got on TikTok is that
It's almost like people like to talk shit when they don't think there's going to be any consequences. Or talk shit when they don't think they're going to be caught out on it.
Couldn't agree more.
And I don't like this idea of cult. I hate the idea that I have a cult, right? I do think, again, there's a community of people who give a crap about the truth and holding bad people accountable. And the nice thing about those people, they're always everywhere. They're always everywhere. So I'm always going to know what the hell's going on. If something comes out about me controversial, I will address it and not run away from it.
Yeah. What goes around comes around.
And that's why you all are cowards. Yeah, it's odd how they've talked about me being on top of a pyramid, loving looking down. I don't know if any of you guys heard that part. I was like, they said top of the barrel looking down or something.
Oh,
I was like, what?
What's his comment?
Go after Avani and talking shit about you.
That's more about you not wanting
I mean, go after Avani for what specifically, Mia? And Mia, respectfully, everyone's always telling me who to go after. Like, respectfully, there's just a lot of people.
He's so chill.
There's a lot of people. And so, like, it's just like, you got, like,
So much fun.
over there, they're calling me out for not going after flirfers. And it's like, come on, like, it's tough.
Is she a trans woman?
Yes.
Yeah, she was also another one that was.
It's just weird how the conversation is totally, like, not real. Oh,
But
who am I going after?
Reading about it now is horrific.
Oh, what's horrific?
They do.
He just went after her and threatened her with being a P3DO. Went after her friends. I mean, these are all allegedly by her, but
Avery.
But I mean, obviously, if any of those were true, then they actually shouldn't be around anymore. But they are saying that, you know, it destroyed a lot of my friendships and stuff with these lies.
Wow.
So the result of that is either, if it were true, she shouldn't be around now, but she is.
That is so
If
naive.
it were true,
That is an ignorant guy
this way because
thinking
either
that someone
failed or
who's
you were
exposed for bad
wrong.
things.
It's like, holy shit, dude, get a grip.
And as
I was
soon
reading
as,
about a few of them now. Shit.
as soon as somebody is outed as X, Y, and Z on a public forum, instead of it being via the legal services, all that person has to do is stop what they're doing for a little bit, go back under the radar, and then they start back up.
Oh, yeah, I'm screenshotting that one.
Yeah, he seems like a psychopath now. Oh, well, put it this way.
I'm not a psychopath,
He's
but I do have
correct
skills.
He's doing the worst possible job.
Maybe it's because of guys like you who
It's
step in
something
to interfere in
not be
what I'm
commended
doing.
and not be admired. And if he's wrong, he's just a psychopath.
Yeah.
where are you reading this? Sorry.
I just did a search. There's Reddit posts, there's clips from Discord servers, and then there's chats. I guess community posts on TikTok.
Oh,
There you go.
okay, we'll see.
I want to be clear. They are upset
No.
that apparently I didn't do good enough a job.
Apparently, it started. You know when he went after Josh because Josh and maybe Josh did call him a liar.
He
But like I
did.
say, you know,
Is that a joke?
Avery Vaughn apparently called him, and I don't know what this means.
Transmedicalist, you idiot.
chaser.
Oh, yeah, so he chases trans women, so the people he likes to date are trans.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't know that was that is what that's called.
I don't think that's specifically true. I think she was saying that in a derogatory way as an insult to him.
Yeah, but but it's not necessarily that. Whether it's true or not true is actually not really relevant.
Oh, really?
But it's the reaction to being called that now is persecution for that individual, like you saw with Josh. It's vile.
Crazy stuff.
Now, like I say, the best way to combat this is just make them irrelevant. Don't talk about them anymore.
It's almost like you guys have the power to shut up, right? It's almost like you have the power to not talk about it.
It's kind of hard when people are talking about it regardless of what I do, so...
Yeah, anyway, my latest video, I'm going to do another video to it. It was a challenge to flat earthers to make a sundial that actually works and to prove that existing sundials would work on a flat surface. I've had so much engagement.
And Nordic, I do just want to say very briefly, I respect the neutrality that you demonstrated, Nordic. I understand that you've got alliances. I understand you've got friends. I understand those pressures. But I do respect that you are somewhat fair in your, in your words. So I think that's... Given what other people are doing over there, Nordic, I appreciate the fact that you are, I don't know, somewhat more even-handed.
It's grey clouds. So it's like, okay, yeah, fuck this shit. This is annoying.
I mean, it's still kind of works, but it's a bit off.
I love how they say over there, silence and lack of attention is the best way to squash stuff. That's almost like what Peterson and Blitz have been trying to do, is to get silence and lack of attention.
Cartoons.
Look at that. That's all I get every day. That's it.
What are we looking at? Oh, yeah.
Just grey fucking clouds. Not weather for a sundial, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, Wayne, I'm going to remember all of these, though.
It's on sundial.
Yeah.
Oh, we had really nice weather in Australia lately.
All right.
For the past couple of days.
Bitch.
It was like, what was it, 22 today? It went up to about 22.
In Melbourne?
No, in Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
22 today.
Guys, here's an interesting thing. In order to get to New Zealand, because I work internationally for an international company with different offices everywhere, and we don't have a presence in New Zealand. We do have a presence in Sydney. So to get...
No, this is live right now. This is Vogue's live right now.
And then go from there to New Zealand.
Poor Wayne. This is Vogue's live where they've spent the past hour and a half.
Well, that's probably a good thing because...
I don't know if slander is the right word. Talking shit. I'll say talking shit for the past hour with Blitz hiding in the comments like a little bitch. And if anyone wants to go over there right now, feel free. Get stabby. Feel free to go over there and clear up any lies over there. You'd be more than welcome to do so. Also, feel free to stay here.
Yeah. Well, that makes perfect sense. Sure.
But I've got a feeling they should move on soon.
Francis.
Stingray.
Unless Vogue wants to talk again about how he has been victimized as a result of their hosting skills.
Breakdancing moves.
Yeah, ray gun, like you could teach her.
From the Olympics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What the hell was that? That was like Homer Simpson running around on the carpet.
Once bitten, respectfully, if you'd like to join and explain to me what lies are shared here, I'd be more than welcome to address each and every one of the lies that you think is being said once bitten. And if you're not willing to join, respectfully, it gets the sense, or I get the idea, that you're kind of speaking without really knowing everything. So I don't think that's really very helpful, to be honest with you.
Full disclosure. Apparently, she's a professor of...
Wayne, it's been insane. And Wayne...
Sydney.
Someone has been sending screenshots of statements like that, and that has been really upsetting Vogue. But Vogue has been victimizing themselves every 5 minutes. That is or every 10 minutes. That is a factual statement. every 5 minutes, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Well, that's one of the burdens of hosting.
And then her husband is apparently
I don't love
board of break
that they keep like naming Nutka and Shubity occasionally. That I've not appreciated.
I'm already getting a lot of YT privilege there. And then she wanted to compete out of ego, but there were so many other athletes that they could have thrown.
Nutka and Shubity were great. I just wish they were given more of a fair shake to do more.
She threw the competition because
Which for me anyway was frustrating.
wasn't as good as the competitors from around the world. Especially
she got a 0.
Yeah, she threw the competition.
Are they finally slowing down?
And the harassment was so bad.
Because if so,
after she performed,
I need to start reviewing
had hired a therapist to reach out to her
thing from last night.
She was okay.
That's your Australian way.
And that's going to take some time.
It's like something happens and...
What I'm just a little confused by is that they're very upset
they're okay. But the funny thing was about
with
Reagan,
the fact that people have said things about Vogue.
Confidence in her. I could not believe that.
And what confuses me is...
I'm thinking... Like, have you watched yourself in the mirror, love?
Why?
Do you even know what you look like when you break
if he's
in?
upset with the things that have been said in my comments, which have primarily been just bad hosting job, right? Why should I not be upset about everything that's been said about me, for goodness sake?
Standard, but there is something to be said about dancing.
Doesn't make any sense.
Watching you.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on. Dance like what you want when no one's watching you, darling. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But at the fucking Olympic Games with 8 billion people...
Please reveal, but not TMI. Reveal what? What am I revealing?
I used to bust those moves when I was like, I don't know, 20, and I was at a party at my friend's house and we had a few drinks and... You know, breakdance was...
I mean, listen, they're being a lot less interesting now. Let me just make sure.
I feel like you're all bullying Reagan.
No.
Wait, guys, did you know, Stingray breakdances?
Give me 1 second. I'm just checking this. Blitz is still in there. All right.
Dances, he breaks something.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You know, when I'm dancing, doing housework with my little headphones in...
I'm going to end that live.
I think I'm fucking Janet Jackson, J-Lo.
Because honestly, I think it's kind of boring. So to the person who was in here earlier who said the only thing they find here are... No. I told... What? To the person who said... Oh, very much so. Oh, is something about to happen? Shubes, is something about to happen? Just say yes. Ooh. Guys?
Really? She ruined it for all of the nations? America.
Release the stabby, I think.
Oh my God, was that?
Hold on.
That would be genius. That would be genius, wouldn't it?
You know the funny thing about... Sorry.
No, there could be amazing film.
All right, we're getting ready for this.
Australian sits down, she's in a breakdancing thing. This shouldn't be in the
There
Olympics.
may be something about to get going here. Give me a second.
I mean, honestly, breakdancing should not happen.
And you know what? When it comes to popcorn, like the thing is, like, it's not a joke. It's not a joke to go around calling someone like, this Stingray guy over there. What is a bit upsetting from my standpoint is this downplaying of being called a liar. If you're called a liar, why would anyone ever believe you moving forward? Being called a liar, in my opinion, is one of the more damning things that someone can be called. And so I guess I'm a little confused as to why they think I'm being soft, that someone is calling me a liar on a public app. And that person is apparently very well respected. This hassle bitch guy, like, if he's going around calling me a liar, why wouldn't I be worried about that? It confuses me a bit. All right, we may be getting something going here. So,
Olympics. You're in.
And then you know
Let's
what?
flip
I was
this
watching
over,
the
shall we?
breakdancing too, and I was just catching the last end of it because.
Okay, so we're
after
not
that,
happening right this second, but getting ready.
Preliminaries, springboard
Yeah, it's not about feeling that
I
way.
never miss it.
It's, again,
Even when it's national championships or world championships, I never miss it.
Blitz, you are a liar. You are a flaming fucking liar. Blitz just said, LOL, Irish is so mad he's being called a liar. Welcome to the club. Blitz, you are a liar.
And then it crossed over to the men's 3 meter springboard synchronized preliminary.
You are a liar. What do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't know how to help you.
Like that's talent, right?
Oh, to the person giving me that context as a stingray, that makes a lot of sense.
I think I need to watch more of this
Oh.
breakdancing just to see.
We got some people over there, so let's go to the videotape, shall we?
That was the whole point. Like, I was honestly thinking she was like boycotting, you know?
Apricot just said, and you haven't lied?
People where they boycott something, like they stuff things up on purpose.
Yeah.
And I even said to my daughter, I said, was she for real or was she like putting it on?
Mia, message me on Discord. Listen to me right now, Mia.
Look at all her YouTube
Irish and NYC.
And then I just
Irish and NYC.
and I said,
Feel free to send me what you have, but please recognize, Mia, that if I make a decision to go after one person or another, it's not because of favoritism. It's not because I give some people a pass. It's because of a combination of the weight of the evidence, the reach of the person, the ability to be able to get the person arrested and or get them off the app, and other priorities, meaning other people. And so it's upsetting to me that I can't help everyone. It makes me feel bad that I constantly have a lot of people come to me saying, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing this. And it's like, because I'm doing a lot of other people. That sounded dirty. You know what I meant. Don't misquote that. So please don't take it as a bias or a lack of caring. I've gone after very toxic people on all sides, and small creators and large creators. So please just recognize that, like, I just have limits. And Mia, like, I'm not protecting bad people. There's just like a strategy between who to focus on and who not to focus on.
like the cameraman and the people.
Carlotta, I do recognize that.
Taking the pics,
Um,
they were in their way.
I will get you today for
so
sure.
Many times.
The Japanese ping pong winner.
I wonder. Oh,
Cameraman snapped
Who's that?
his paddle. What? It had been the paddle he had been using for like the last 15 years or something like that. Like he's won
This
every
may get
championship with his
interesting.
paddle.
I want to try something very quickly. Hold on.
Walked on top of it and broke it.
Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
was it on the ground?
All right, I thought that would do something interesting, but no.
Oh.
And the cameraman
Shit.
bumped into it.
It was just a shit show. That
I guarantee
I will say
Wolfie will say, can I come up and talk about Irish? And they're going to say, we don't want to talk about that issue on this live. I guarantee, unless they accidentally bring Wolfie up without asking.
Stuff like that. So when it comes to that, and then they're building around, you know, to make everything Olympic.
Yeah, I got to admit, it's a little hurtful when they're saying they wouldn't have me as a lawyer. I'm an excellent lawyer.
2 or 96 that it was the LA Olympics. I believe that was the last time that I was there, somewhere around that time.
I've never been attacked for being a bad lawyer. That's kind of wild to me.
So they're gonna be far more well prepared than I think Paris was.
Liesel and a couple of other people who are waiting to get into the Discord server, can you please message me on Discord right now? Liesel on Discord.
Someone called Wolfie once up. Hold on.
Irish and NYC, all lowercase.
Any cash in front
Irish and NYC, all
Are you
lowercase.
telling me you don't remember me? We talked, what, just the other day?
Yeah, hi Wolfie, how you going? Hi Shubity. I saw
No,
that
I'm
you were-
not doing very good. I'm just wondering, what was going on with this conversation the last hour?
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Let's not be around the bush, darling. What are you trying to get to? Just get to the point.
Well, I don't think I'm the one beating around anything, actually. I asked directly why the fuck you guys were talking shit for the last hour.
Well, because you guys are full of shit. That's why we were talking.
Oh, how are we full of shit? Exactly. Because
my
I
God,
seem to
Wolfie.
remember that we're the one with the receipts. In fact, there's like, what, over 500? I think like 1,400 now. As a
Receipts of
spokesman.
what? Receipts of what? Specifically?
Receipts proving all the fucking shit against Blitz while you're sitting here kikiing with him in your comments. After he's protecting people who are endangering fucking children.
We're talking about Hasselblad, Josh.
This is funny.
No, but you still have Blitz in your fucking comments.
Wolfie, with all due respect, as someone who didn't know what anything happened with any of those
So
people,
why don't you shut the fuck up
after
about
seeing
it?
the way Irish treated Josh, one of the nicest guys I've
Thank
ever
you,
met,
Liesl.
I take very little credence to what he says about anyone at this point.
Oh, so because he was mean to somebody that you like once, you can't look at facts. I see. No, that's intellectually sound.
God,
Francis,
she's
of course.
Specifically, what are you bothered about right now?
Yeah, are you just bothered with me and other people saying something? About,
Not about you, Vogue.
I can't be held.
Everyone, feel free to go over there
about what's happened
and keep Wolfie on track when they try to say they're not supporting Blitz.
Get some popularity and something to do.
Oh, I would imagine
I
me
guess
giving a
Golden
shit
Grocer's
about
over,
that.
and she's out of ice cream and popcorn.
Ew, ice cream and popcorn. I care about my teeth, Alexander.
Let's not be salty. Let's get to the root cause. What specifically are you bothered about, Wolfie?
Oh, I don't know. The fact that you were talking shit about Irish for the last fucking hour, you guys were sitting there talking about how bad it was. I'm sorry, does your sentence start in the middle of mine?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's hosting the live? I'm trying
I don't
to
give a
clarify
fuck,
something.
dude. You've been a piece of shit this entire time to Irish.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Thank you. I'm glad someone did that. I was bad too.
So hang on. Can
So
I
they
just-
get interrupted. How far did Wolfie get before being interrupted?
Irish can sit and have his TikTok lives slamming everybody else, but people are not allowed to be upset with what is being said about them. Is that right? Right.
I love how for the last half hour we were actually talking about the Olympics and just how
Oh, yeah.
like I gotta fuck this up.
Well, yeah, no, that is some egotistical shit right there. They stopped talking about us quick.
Are you joking right now?
Fucking ridiculous.
Imagine not being interrupted by an incapable host. Oh, exactly.
I need to interrupt.
That's fair.
It's got, like Vogue said, Vogue's got no absolutely power over anyone's opinions, and we were all up here saying our opinions. So don't put the shit on Vogue.
God,
Vogue's
Wolfie.
just the host for other people's opinions. If it gets out of hand, just like it did just then, someone will drop that person.
Yeah, you interrupt
If
the
you
person
can't
who's
have a proper
actually
debate,
speaking on
if
someone
you
else's
can't have a
behalf.
proper discussion,
Talking shit the
you'll be
entire
dropped.
time.
So,
And
if you
Wolfie
wanna come up
simply
again,
gets interrupted
come up,
immediately
Wolfie.
when she starts
We'll have
talking.
a discussion. But if you're going to come in and just come in hot like that, you're going to be dropped.
But Wolfie,
And don't put Vogue into this.
also, Wolfie, a lot of people have been saying some egregious shit about me just for hosting my own live.
Because you didn't host it well.
The night before, which Irish said, no one's going to dislike you, because I basically said, I'm fucked if I do and I'm fucked if I don't, regardless of whether I end the live or not.
I want to be clear.
So,
Vogue literally
Wolfie,
said I ended the live
just
in order to get
think,
all of her
you know,
viewers to follow me.
You, Wolfie.
So, Wolfie, you're saying that you can be interrupted by Vogue. It is Vogue's live. It is Vogue rules. And when you come in that hot, no one wants to listen to you. Like, why
It
should
is
you stop
ridiculous
you
that they're
if
now
you
claiming that they
coming
weren't
in
talking about me for over an
aggressively
hour.
like
Like,
that?
that's wild
That's her
to me.
job to stop that.
Right, and Wolfie, you really need to take this into context. Vogue asked for none of that live. They started a cool live where him, me, a couple other girls, gays and dolls could hang out. It suddenly went into a situation that Vogue has no idea what was going on. And Vogue did the best they could
That's
to
not
moderate
true.
some kind of
Vogue knew
resolution.
everything about
If you wanna
Hasselblad.
take it out, take it out
100%
on
knew.
someone like me who voluntarily contributed to the panel, or other people, and go bitch at us. But you can't just take it out on a host who had nothing to do with any of this. Relax. Stop wasting your energy on all this crazy shit.
You just spent an hour and a half defaming me.
Olympics.
It is crazy how much these people like to make themselves out to be a victim. It is so disingenuous and pathetic that they now make it seem like we're focused on them.
That the Americans were leaving.
Yeah, they just muted
because
Wolfie.
as the pickpocketers are picking people and robbers are mugging people,
They just
the
muted Wolfie.
Americans were beating the
Crazy.
shit out of the criminals.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there was a celebration.
I really don't want to talk about that right now. I don't know who Better Pups is. I don't know who.
Hi, I'm Luna,
Just
24
crazy.
years old, they, them, non-binary.
Wolfie, goddamn, you're amazing.
So, can I please ask what are we talking about? Because I'm really confused.
Okay, great. You don't need to be here.
Hi.
Wolfie, I love you. You know I adore you. You know I overly sexualize the fuck out of you. That was the hottest goddamn 4 minutes of my life, and I normally last 1 minute, which means that's 4 orgasms. You're at least 4 orgasms worth of delivery of content. That was amazing.
Oh, see, man, I could do better than 4 orgasms. Come on.
I mean, that was all I could handle in that short amount of time. It was just like ridiculous how they immediately interrupted you.
Oh no,
Immediately
that
interrupted you
was
and
the
then
whole
gaslit
reason.
you.
Like, I started calm, and then as soon as it was like, they were like, well, what's blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna bite, and I'm just gonna, like, get feisty, and then they're gonna think that they fucking did something.
You didn't do anything incorrect at all. And in fact, I don't think that was Vogue you interrupted. I'm pretty confident that was Francis you interrupted. And then it's like Vogue claimed you interrupted him. Like I don't think it was Vogue you interrupted personally, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we could check it back again. But what you got? Oh, it was okay. Thank you, Ghostface. But regardless, like you had gotten 7 words out. Oh, and now Dr. Blitz starts talking.
Oh, what did he say, Blitzy?
Hey, not all of us are good in social situations. Fucking.
I mean, neither is he. He eats chips 1 fucking crumb at a time.
Should I end the live and try to go over there again?
For what? They're just gonna block you.
I don't think they'll block me.
I mean, fuck it, try it. They only said they blocked me because I was cursing, so I guess as long as you play nice.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I'll do. I'm going to pop over there.
Okay.
Yeah, this is live right now. I'm going to show you the... So take that screenshot. No,
Are you still a mod over there?
probably. So take that screenshot. Got it? All right, I'm going to go over there right now.
Get him.